Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Jimmy.
Woo!
Jay Bennett.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and people from Boston. Unfortunately, do not fall into either of those categories. I would like to first thank Sarah, Ryan, and their families for hosting such a wonderful wedding. It has been fantastic. Oh, thank you, yes.
Woo!
It's been fantastic for me to see so many great people here tonight. I must admit, everyone cleans up pretty well. This next part of my speech you may have heard during the ceremony, but to keep the flow of it going, I'm going to continue with it anyways. This is actually my first Jewish wedding, and there are some customs that I have not been familiar with. Ryan, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed stomping the glass at the end of their ceremony, because in married life, that is the first and last time you get to put your foot down. Half the room is laughing because it's a good joke, the other half is laughing because they know it's true. If you haven't figured this out by now, I'm the best man. This is my first time giving such a speech, so naturally, I asked Google, and Mr. Google informed me that I should stand up here and tell you all stories of how Ryan and I ran wild in the streets of Boston. Unfortunately, I'll be skipping that because, quite frankly, the majority of those stories involve me, and after speaking to my lawyer, I can still face prosecution. Ryan and my friendship started in pre-kindergarten. For those of you who don't know what pre-kindergarten is, it's either for A, kids that are a bit too young for grade school, or B, a kid's a bit too slow. Ryan and I was clear the latter
Oh my God.
Our friendship kicked off at the age of 4, when Ryan decided it was a fantastic idea to walk from his house to mine without telling our parents. That said, when I think of Ryan, a quality that comes to mind is that he is a decision maker and a leader. Unfortunately, most of the time, he has led us into poor decisions. Growing up, Ryan was the first to jump at the opportunity to do something that Bob and Phil would not appreciate. Now, whether it was free fossil watches for the 7th grade dance, a tattoo at the age of 16, or an impromptu trip from Haley Storm when the ride went away, Ryan's decision was pretty horrible. Based on the reaction from that side of the room, let's just say Haley Storm was not the name of Ryan's math tutor. I knew Sarah was the one for Ryan because soon after they met, Ryan's poor decisions started to reduce. Ryan, man, the best decision you have ever made is when you asked Sarah to marry you.
Aww.
They say the one for you is the one you can't live without, and I know you guys are that for each other. I'll never forget the phone call I got from Ryan a few weeks after you two met. I think his exact words were, "Yo, Bizzle, I found my wife." I feel like you and I really never had a get-to-know each other phase because immediately after we met, I felt like we've been best friends since day one.
Aww.
You truly bring out the best in Ryan and the people around you, and I could not be any happier that you found your soulmate and my best friend.
Yeah, Jim.
I realize that I'm not very old, right? But I am old enough to know that throughout life, a number of people come in and out of your life, just kind of passing through. Whether it's high school teammates, a few college roommates, or that guy named Bob that you see every Monday morning in the elevator. You say, "Hey Bob, how was the weekend?" Bob replies, time and time again, "Not long enough." Yeah, that guy. Point being is a lot of people come in and out of their life without making any sort of impact. Ryan has been my best friend for close to 25 years. Coming from a family with 3 boys, the oldest of 2, I know what it means to be a brother. And Ryan, you've been my older brother since day 1. You are the most loyal, passionate, and wholehearted friend I've ever had, and I love you for that so much. Ryan and Sarah, I like you both individually, but I sure as hell love you together. It's moments like this where I feel like it's hard to kind of have perspective and be outside the moment, but really to come down, I could not be any happier to stand up here and congratulate you two. It's a true honor. So, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses.
Yeah!
Jimmy! Please raise your glasses to my very best friend and his beautiful new wife, Mr. and Mrs. McGuire.
He killed it. Yeah!